See, around that time I was working with Flock. Me and Flock was doing the DJ thing. That's when me and Flock was DJing. That's when I was doing that. Then after that, man, I really wasn't even too serious about it. I was more on my street grind, man. I was tired of being broken like that.
1993.
Man,
1993.
I say me and Danny was listening to oldies music in at least 91. We was listening to oldies music.
Yeah.
I mean, not hip hop.
Yeah.
We was united on oldies music. This was before like niggas was even like really on their Grizzly or anything.
What would you listen to?
Man, like Buddy Holly and Richie Valens and the what they call tops, four tops or whatever they call it.
What instruments was they using? Was that like?
Man, there was a lot of guitars. Yeah, a lot of guitars, a lot of organs. Well, after the fact, it was organs. At first, it was a lot of piano.
What type of oldies? What genre of oldies?
Man, it was like I would say anywhere from 50 to 70, early 70.
Nice, like the golden old school, the magic one or something.
You could buy in cassettes. They used to have the infomercials on TV. You could order the shit, that type of shit. Feel me? It wasn't more or less the 70s, but like 60s, 50s, 60s and shit. And that's really how we hooked up on music. And then he moved to Miami. And after that, we was rapping. He was rapping. I had an interest for it. I was DJing with Flock. I just got into it. And then that's when I moved to the east side. I built my first studio. I had a little closet. I farmed the closet out. I bought me like 2-3 computers. I put all that together. And then I dropped the album. That was that crossbreed shit. Mm-hmm. And then after that, I made another one, that Live in Lorraine joint. You feel me? And then I was just really like secluded at the time, man. I was just staying to myself, trying to learn myself and learn who I was, you know what I'm saying? I was young, going through a lot of shit. Music wasn't really nothing that I was really even trying to chase, man, at all. You feel me? And then, as far as me being a rapper, man, I didn't have no beats. So that's actually when I started getting with Reese. I was already with Tone. Tone would say he had beats. And I'll check out some beats from Tone.
Yeah, I remember Tone beats.
And then Tone's beats weren't all that. You feel me? And then he'll be playing some Reese made.
I remember Tone's beats though.
They were alright. He had different style. He used to sample like Al Hurt, like a lot of orchestrated shit, like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of symphonies and, you know.
Quite well.
Yeah, so I got with him and then I got with Reese. And then I started getting with Reese and then I ended up recording over there a lot of times. And me and Danny got to get back together. We ended up going over there a couple times and then that was
Y'all
it.
actually recorded it recently?
Yeah, we recorded a couple songs over there. Yep, like 2-3 songs.
I like that little booth that they had in there.
This was when it was on top of Gallardi's though.
Okay.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, this was when they was on top of Gallardi's.
Yeah, I remember when they moved up in there. Now.
And then, but before that, we was recording when he was on North Cent, on the corner of North Cent. I used to go over there with Jimmy. Right there, yeah, we used to go over there. I used to cop beats too, though.
Back in like, 97.
But I didn't really know Reese like that at that time. I had just met him. I was really talking to Tone, and I was getting beats from Tone. But then, like, you know, they fell through, and the beats, they weren't popping like that, so I couldn't rap. You know what I'm saying? So I said, fuck the rap. I'm gonna start making beats. You dig? Niggas rap anyway, you feel me? So then after that, man, I ended up just getting rid of all my shit, and I bought me all new equipment, and built me a whole new studio after that. You know what I mean? That's when I was over there on Oberlin. Well, actually, I went to Broadway. I was on Broadway across the street from Reese's, where he was. The old Joss's place.
Yeah.
He has a studio in the back. You know what I'm saying? That's where I used to be at. When I first started getting into the production. I was about like 4 years ago. 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
Longer, probably 5 years or something like that. But yeah, that's what, you know. Ever since then, I've been making beats, man. I really fell back from the rap for like 2-3 years. I was just making beats and really learning how to use the equipment and the tools and what's the ear and what kind of vibes to get, like that. You know, how to make a down south beat or how to make some bouncy shit or some, you know, deep shit or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to build up my ear, more or less, to come in tune with music in a whole. So I started, you know, practicing making everything: reggaeton, rock, alternative, pop. You know, side to side. So I'm about to push this mixtape, push the album tough, you know what I'm saying, and get the beats out there, because that's really what we do, man. We team productions and productioneers, and that's what we do. Holla at your boy.
What's your production team called, and why Hit You Call It That. And when did you start it?
Well, as far as a production team, we really don't got no label or no title on the team itself, but we're all heading and going towards the same common goals, which is trying to make a change to get out the hood and try to enjoy something good out of our good music. You feel what I'm saying? Because I feel like when I do music, I put my heart and soul into it. So, you know what I'm saying? You're going to feel my heart and soul, and that's really what it is.
How old is your production company?
Well, like I said, as far as a company, man, I'm not trying to put no titles on nothing because I don't really, you know what I'm saying, ain't no companies popping like that. You know what I'm saying? We just all street people, man. We in the hood, and this is what we do. You dig? But it's been popping for a while, man. A few years. I want to say probably about like 4 or 5 years, man, in a whole that we actually been linked up, you know what I'm saying, and trying to do things, you know what I'm saying? And we got other producers sliding in here and there. So now it's getting a little bigger, you feel me? But we definitely going to do something with it.
So what are your tools for production? What do you use to make beats?
Man, really for me, to make beats, I use a lot of different stuff, man. I mean, really, it's a lot of it's electronics, you know what I'm saying, computerized and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying?
What is hip-hop to you?
Hip-hop to me is a life. It's a culture. It's a way of life for someone to live, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I know a lot of people rapping that don't live hip-hop. You know, rapping and hip-hop are two completely different things, you know what I'm saying? Like, my little boy, he could rap. He's 5 years old. He could rap and rhyme with a good rhyme scheme. He could probably do most of y'all cats out there rapping now. But he don't live hip-hop, you know what I'm saying? He's a little boy. So it's a big difference between the rap and the hip-hop and pop and hood-hop and street life and all that shit. So motherfuckers really got to understand it's a life, a culture, a lifestyle, and this is what we do. I'm hip-hop all the time. I eat, sleep, talk, hip-hop, man, that's what it is. So, I mean, it's a way of life, like I said.
Why do you produce music?
I produce music because it gives me an outlet to get in tune with my soul. So when I do music, I'm more or less hearing different rhythms and tones and like different schemes in my head and different soundscapes, and it allows me to actually bring my soul out in a physical and manifest it, you know what I'm saying? So that's really why I do music. That's kind of why I went from rapping to making actual beats, because I kind of get more of a satisfaction when I hear different sounds and tones in my head than I do rapping. But I dig them both, and I love hip-hop, like I said, so I'm going to keep on moving. I'll let you.
Go and take a pound, bring it back and break it down. Listen up and go around. What the boys